Israel Adesanya says that he's going to take time away from the sport. Here he says, I'm going to take time to look after myself, and I'm not going to fight for a long time. I'm definitely not going to retire because I know me. I'm not leaving like that. So we've seen this before with guys like George St. Pierre. It's common for fighters to retire earlier than expected in their career, and especially if they have a successful one, and then come back at another point in time. Israel's straight up telling you he's going to come back at another point in time, but he may be gone from the sport for 2 years, 3 years, who knows, for as long as he needs before he really feels that fire, that itch again. I personally believe what happened to Israel Adesanya is when they switched it from Dricus du Plessis to Sean Strickland, it became just another fight, and it wasn't what he signed up for. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't what he signed up for. He signed up to fight Dricus du Plessis. That's what he thought, and then all of a sudden it gets switched. So he's hurt. Bring in Sean Strickland, things like that. And it's one of those things where it's like, how do you get up for that? In Israel Adesanya's mind, he was going to prove who the real African was. You get what I'm saying? He was going to really go in there. It was South African colonizer Dricus du Plessis versus the real true African warrior champion Israel Adesanya. In his head, whether you agree with Dricus du Plessis, whether you disagree with Adesanya, whether you don't look at it that way, whatever it is, we all know how big that fight was going to be and how heated it was going to be and everything like that. Once it was switched to Sean Strickland, it became one of those things where, for Israel, from his perspective, from a fan's perspective, it's cool because you get to see the champion, longtime champion, tested against this contender. Okay, style matchup. Okay, this contender over here, he talks a lot of shit too. He had a back and forth with him, but for Israel, you got to look at it from his perspective, and he was probably deflated. He was probably completely like, damn, bro. Damn, I was really looking forward to fighting Dricus. I had it all mapped out in my head. I manifested him winning against Robert Whittaker. That's the first thing he said when he beat Robert Whittaker. I manifested this, da-da-da. And, it is true that Dricus du Plessis deserves the title shot after beating Robert Whittaker. That's true. He should get that as soon as he comes back. But, maybe that's what Izzy's waiting for. As I unpack this and think about it, maybe that's what Izzy's waiting for, is Dricus du Plessis, Sean Strickland. Maybe Dricus comes out, knocks Strickland out cold, does what he did to Robert Whittaker. I mean, if he could do that to Robert Whittaker, he could do that to anybody in the world, guys. Robert Whittaker is one of the greatest middleweights of all time. He had a much closer fight the second time with Israel Adesanya than he did the first time. I think in a best-of-7 series, Rob's winning a couple of those fights for sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those things where Izzy beats him 9 out of 10 times at all. So, I think Izzy just needs to take his time off and focus on other things. Maybe achieve milestones in business. You know what I mean? Maybe do some other things before dedicating and going back to fighting. He just came out with a successful documentary. Many people love that. I could see him maybe coming back at light heavyweight if Alex Pereira could get the belt. That's something. Imagine if Pereira gets the belt and he starts knocking people out with that left hook instead of having these fucking decision fights with Jan Blachowicz. Like, it's a cool fight, whatever, but I was expecting kind of more fireworks from Pereira's side as opposed to the grinding that it was, That's just me. But I could see that happening. Israel Adesanya coming back for either when Dricus is champion or for when Alex Pereira is champion. Or maybe John Jones moves back down to light heavyweight at some point and he gets the title there too. Who fucking knows what's going to happen? It is the crazy sport of mixed martial arts. That's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you agree with me, disagree with me, it does not matter. Just join the discussion and please follow for more. Thank you.